Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, May the 5th. I am surrounded by talent today, and really great talent. CHRISTINE SEITZ, good to have you here.
Nice
Christine.
to see you again, Paul.
MU School of Music. And then we have Katie Kull.
Yes.
Pleasure to have you, Katie. And over in the other part of the studio, we have a young lady, Madelyn Munsell. And wait till you hear her open her mouth and the sound come with those vocal cords. This is amazing. And we've got a brand new production. This is the world premiere production, right?
Right. We're doing a very special program on Thursday, the 5th of May at the Missouri Theater. It will be, the first half of the program will have staged arias and duets, some fairly standard operatic repertoire by some of our Show Me Opera students.
And how many Show Me Opera students will be in that production?
Oh, about 15 or so, and about 8 numbers. About 15 students total involved in that. And then the second half of the program is a very special event, a world premiere of a new opera that has just been written. The music of this opera is by Trey Mackler, who is one of our School of Music composition students. And the libretto, or the words for the music, for the opera, have been written by Katie Kull, and Katie is with us today.
So is that difficult, Katie, were you writing the word for an opera?
In some respects, yes. It was actually based on a novel by Herbert Asbury, who is he wrote Gangs of New York. I don't know, it became a movie, but he wrote the book for it. And Trey approached me with this short story out of a book called Up From Methodism, which was published in 1926, that was about Hatrack, who was a prostitute in Farmington, Missouri in the late 19th century, and that's kind of where the inspiration for the whole story came from. So
this is locally set, you could say.
Yeah. Well, Trey's from Farmington, so that's where his connection was from with that.
So the story is based on a prostitute in Farmington, Missouri, in the late 1800s.
Late 1800s, right.
So what goes on with the story?
Well, in the first scene, we see her in the cemetery, which is where she meets up with her clients, and we see her aspiring to get out of town and have a better life, and she talks about St. Louis. She feels the call of that big city, and she wants to go there.
Not as a prostitute.
No, she wants to change her life. She wants to become a model and have a good life.
And you're telling me in this also, she goes to church every Sunday.
The second scene is we see her go to church. She goes every week, and the congregation does not like the fact that she's there. And in this scene, it's very powerful, and the preacher and the congregation call her out in front of everyone, and it's very shattering and very powerful stuff. Then in the third scene, we see her back in the cemetery, and a young man comes to talk to her, just talk to her, because he's troubled that she's not getting any affection, any comfort, any friendship from anyone else in the town. And that's how the opera ends. It's really a wonderful dramatic arc that they've written.
It is Hatrack.
Hatrack.
And it will run Thursday, May the 5th, where? At the Missouri Theater?
At the Missouri Theater. The program will start at 7:30.
Okay. Now, Madelyn Munsell.
Yes.
You are going to sing for us right now.
Yes,
Set the scene up for the song that you're going to do.
Yeah, so basically, I'm singing in a graveyard at this point, which is kind of my stoop to try and obtain clients. And as a client leaves me, I start to wonder, what am I doing in Farmington, Missouri, whenever St. Louis is my dream, and what am I doing working as a prostitute when I could be a model? So basically, it's just me expressing my dreams and my aspirations and my hopes, and hopefully I do end up in St. Louis.
Now, this show was written pretty much with Madelyn in mind. Right?
Absolutely. She has a very special kind of voice.
Oh my, oh my. Wait till you hear it. The name of the song is?
There isn't necessarily a name. They just name it off of the first phrase, which the first thing that I say is, "Hey, how about a quarter, sir?"
Okay.
And in this excerpt, she starts with the text, "Follow me to the graveyard."
All right, so if we hear the music, Madelyn is going to sing for us.
Follow me to the graveyard, I'll show you our ways. Lay me down neath the gravestones. Don't you leave my thinly frame. St. Louis, is that you calling my name? Is that you? Magdalena or a Hatrack? Give me that life in paintings and pearls, what I would not give to be adored. Give me what I long for.
Oh my. You've got a lot of control over that voice and you hit those high notes. It's unbelievable. Congratulations. You have a beautiful, beautiful voice.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you the very best. I hope you have a sellout crowd tonight.
Well, we're really looking forward to this. It's
Okay.
so exciting to bring a new work to the stage.
Yes, so it will be Thursday, May the 5th at
7:30
7:30 at the Missouri
at
Theater.
the Missouri Theater.
And if people want tickets, how can they get them?
They can get them at the Missouri Theater box office or online at concertseries.org.
Okay. And Katie and Madelyn, thank you so much for coming by. Christine, thank you for sharing their
Thanks,
wonderful
Paul.
talents
for
with us.
having us.
And I hope this ends up
Going
Sweet.
somewhere.
Yeah, well, that would be wonderful. Right, and it premiered here in Columbia.
Absolutely.
And we had it on Radio Friends, too.
Absolutely.
Good having you here. We're out of time for today. Let's see, tomorrow, Friday, Dr. David Newman will be with us, and we're going to talk about obsessions. We all have obsessions. How do we live with them? If there's something you would like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Have yourself a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.